Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again, Eddie Marcus. I can spend times or periods during the day when I'm really excited because I can see advancement. I can see certain things taking place as I see certain people who are supposed to be quite intelligent and in certain fields that seems to be missing some of its better minds. If I see them talking and making plans and strategizing in spite of the situation that we all find ourselves in, and they more specifically, coming up with what's the answers, what are some of the answers, what we can do about it, what they can do about it. And I'm sure every one of us that are thinking are probably going through the same process. What can we do about it where we are? They are economists who are saying that America is falling and really has actually failed and it won't be coming back anytime soon. And it's easy to say that that could be true because it's not new. It's happened to so many other, what you want to call superpowers or empires, whatever they want to call themselves, as they try to impress others about themselves. But my thing of it, ladies and gentlemen, is the problems always exist here or there somewhere. People are suffering pain, some more in some places than others, still happening. I mean, the pains that's happening in some country, let's say even America, are not as great as those that's happening in Ukraine. And yet people in America sit down and act like that doesn't even bother them. That doesn't even bother them. And you got a president who says, well, go ahead on, take it. And once you take it, who knows? This guy over here might decide he get pissed off with black people and decide to get Putin to turn his arms over here and want to make sure that he does not have the people over here to make real decisions. I mean, they really got people who are DEI and they aren't black, but they're just there. And when the time comes for them to do their thing, you find that their thing is insufficient. And all of that stuff that was happening in Ukraine, Gaza, started coming over this way. And all of a sudden, it would be very important. It will be the most important thing on the face of the earth. But what happens when nobody pays any attention to it? What happens when the bombs are tearing down the World Trade Center? What happens when the bombs are tearing down the football stadiums and the basketball stadiums? When the big banks and everything, the department stores, the malls are being blown apart? What happens when people lose their homes? Or even when the floods come? What happens? You see, those things are happening. But are we prepared? We were prepared a little bit better than we are now. But now we got people who are more so heartless. They have come into the government and the positions that they hold where they used to have kindness and were policies that address the concerns of the people. Now these guys are going in and getting rid of all of them. You used to have a flood, FEMA come in. No, FEMA, get out of here. Why? It makes them look big, make you important. See, ladies and gentlemen, the problems that we have in the world today are because of stuff like this. Some people think it's greed, money. Some people think it's just hatred for other races, color. You just can't have it. And it's all of those things. And it's all of we, the people, who embrace little pieces of it, if not big pieces. And each of us got to get rid of it. I think of the times that I have gone to prison, gone to jail, trying to get your attention. Commit a crime or something to get your attention. Maybe so when I come to you and tell you the things that I'm telling you are absolutely very, very important to me. And I'm sacrificing myself to share with you, knowing that this will work but I know you're not. You can't because you're not ready. And so it's so important to me that you get this representation. So I'll go to jail and stay, whatever, and do whatever time I must do because it's important to me that I get the message to you that there's a power that's bigger than any white man. There's a power that's bigger than any black man. There's a power that's bigger than any national concern that is responsible for all of the things that happen in the world. The bad things happen because you have been given a choice. You have been given the right to choose to do the right thing that will bring life or to do the things that will bring death. And we, as people on the face of the earth, have chosen to do the things that bring death. We didn't just outright choose to do it, but we were deceived. Somebody came to us and told us if we try greed, that it'll work. Somebody said if we came back and we try to hate and be a bigot and lie and cheat, that it'll work. And they say, well, it'll work because we are taken from others. We are taken because we are bold. We are taken because we are bullies. We are taken because we don't have anything that will hold us back. We don't have to be accountable to anything. They say there is a God, but he's hiding his face because we are doing everything that we want to do each and every day. And they over there talking. And look what we got. Look at all that we got. We got yachts. We got planes. We got on so much. Oh man, we really got it going on. Look what they got. They over there thinking they're smart. They over there thinking they got a God. They can't even pay to get health care. They can't even pay to get dental care. They can't even pay to maintain their mortgages or have a mortgage. They cannot even have a nice car. That joker raggedy. Look at them. They can't even live from paycheck to paycheck. If I cut them off, if you cut them off one week, they'll fall down in the hole. They're poor bastards and they want to run us. No, that's what we get from the government. That's what we get from the government. And we sit there mad and fussing, mad and fussing, but we won't do anything about it. Why? Because we are afraid. We don't have a partner that we can trust. We are absolutely afraid. They got us so afraid it's a crying shame. See, we know that we are right. We know that they are wrong, but we can only complain because if we try to do anything else, they'll put us in jail. I have gone, but you don't want to go to jail. You do anything you can possibly can to stay out of jail until you get caught up in a situation you have to commit a crime. And here we go, all over, scared, scared. Look at them, letting all the crooks that serve the crooks go to jail, and the power that be, let them all out. You know the people that try to take over this country and destroy it and put another man in power, just forget all the rules, forget all the regulations, and follow the the best president the United States has ever had, full of shit. And he has convinced the world that he's going to take over America. No matter the world sit back looking to see what America's going to do. Well, he seems to be running over things, but the judges who have been put in power by money, who have been backing up these kinds of things, realize that if they don't put some kind of handle on this boy, he's gonna take us all out of here. And so they trying to do a little bit, trying to do a little bit, and it's all good. But see, ladies and gentlemen, that's not good enough. Even if they're able to restrain him for a little bit, it's not enough. Look at your brothers and sisters. Look at people who are trying to get jobs. And you know, there are certain jobs that are glamorous. There are certain jobs that pays a lot of money. And everybody said we want certain things that a little money won't give us. We don't want to be poor. We don't want to. We know that the white man is trying to get rid of the Mexicans and stuff, send them out of the country so that black folk can be put back in black jobs for picking tomatoes and picking pickles and picking cucumbers and picking stuff like that, cotton. That's what they're trying to do. But see, it's all a plan. And if you don't know what to do, and you don't have, and if you do, don't have courage to do it, you're going to be doing exactly what they will make you do because they will threaten to kill you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, see, you are waiting around for somebody else. You're waiting around for a leader, somebody to stand up in your stead, who will say the things that needs to be said, who is not afraid, and who will say the things that most of you would never say. Put their lives on the line and preach, and walk, and do whatever they can do. And then the system says we got to take him out. and then take him out, and look what happens. Everybody sit back, wait till the next election. May never be another election. But see, what I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, the whole point of living, the whole point of knowing the truth is that you came on this earth by the power of an invisible power that you can't see, that is responsible for organizing things to happen the way they do. And if you knew that, you wouldn't worry about anything. You would just follow the flow. It's all natural. Righteousness is basically natural. You would just follow the flow, and everything would be answered. Oh, it would be so beautiful. Now you got people out there trying to get in the show business, want to make some money. Now you got people out there killing them, ripping them off, making them go through all kinds of things. Ooh, wee. You got the government taking food out of the baby's mouth from old folks to give tax breaks. You got climate change, but we got to make money. We can't change this. We can't change that. Got to make money. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you don't know God. You see, God gives you the truth. The truth is this: you were made, put on this earth, and this earth provides. It's qualified. I mean, it's qualified. It got everything that you human beings will ever need from the beginning to the end of time. Yes, and it's given to you free for you to use as you see fit. Mostly to feed yourself, house yourself, educate yourself, because everybody's going to be engaged in the process of life by choosing a career that gives you your greatest joy. So you're going to have all the doctors in every phase of that medicine process. You're going to have all the builders in every phase of that process, everything, food, every all that's in that process. When it comes down to any and everything that exists, it will continue and be much heavenly better than it is today. And all this other stuff that's going on in the world right now. Those babies over there in Gaza, they won't be dying. Ukraine, the folks over there won't be dying. People over here were starving in Haiti and other places in other southern parts of America. They won't be dying. Everything will change. And the power to change is in your hand. But you don't know God. You heard about that Bible and you heard about the stuff in that book. Now you're hearing that the stuff in that book is the reason that you were a slave. They're telling you, realize now that the reason that the stuff that is in that book is the reason that you are lost. Lost. But God got your back. I'm here. I don't know what I can do beyond what I'm doing at this moment. You see, what I'm doing basically, I'm talking about things that I feel. That I feel the pain when you can't go to the doctor because you know you don't have a co-payment, or this is gonna cost too much, and you don't know whether you got this insurance or you know you don't have this insurance, so you just sit back and let your butt rot. Yeah, that's me. I just sit back and let my butt rot. I got some mail today. I was thinking about it. Oh, I started looking at the insurance doctor statement coming in talking about this coming out. Oh well, I was planning to go into the doctor tomorrow. I think I had to put that on hold. You see, when you're having to do that, and people say, well, you know, that's why you got to go out there and lie. That's why you got to go out there and be an alpha man, cheat, and be the crook, and be smart enough, like Donald Trump said. When he doesn't pay taxes, and he tells somebody that his property is valued at this on one end, and valued at another thing on another end, and taking advantage of it. So he said that's being smart. That's being smart. It's messing over people all over the world, but it's being smart. And it's not doing what God wants done. Why? Because it means smart. Well, let me see. I think, well, I'll stop here, ladies and gentlemen. It is now after midnight, so talk to you tomorrow.